Welcome to the Light, Hope, and Healing podcast, where we discuss why you have stress, anxiety, pain, illness, and how to heal from it. I am your host, Tracy Gohrick. My background is a healing coach, energy healer, spiritual mentor, intuitive, and channel. Hi everyone, welcome back to the podcast. This week's topic is anger, how it affects you and your health. So anger's a big one because a lot of us, me, my clients, and a lot of people I know that have had things happen to us in our lives, whether it's, people just being mean or in childhood being bullied, or sometimes your parents not understanding you. We all have things that affect us, and when they're ignored or our traumas are ignored, they go into anger. So it turns into anger, right? Either in the moment or even later on. It usually takes a little while because it takes a while to build up, from what I can see in our bodies or our minds even, right? So we have these things happen to us and we bury it and bury it and bury it, and then it'll turn into anger. And if you don't learn to work through that anger early on, you get later in life and it's really going to affect your health. I see a lot of people who have fibromyalgia, they have liver issues, they have chronic pain. One underlying or same situation that I can see with them is all of those people that I've seen have had a lot of anger in their life. They're kind of just angry at life, right? And what happens when you have that anger and you don't let it go, and you continue to have that anger, it weakens your body and turns into the fibromyalgia, the chronic pain, and the chronic diseases. Now, there could be other health issues that go along with that also, but for me, the ones I've seen, it's been pretty much anger was the one that everyone had, was anger. And it's understandable. We all have anger. We can't help but get the anger, but what we can help is how we're going to deal with it and how we're going to either forgive, let go, or we're going to hold on to the anger and be upset at everything. Because a lot of people, when they have the anger in their life, or they're angry at people or their life period, they're going to get more angry at other things. It goes along with everything else that we talk about, right? Whatever you focus on is what you're going to see. And if you're focusing on what you're angry about, you're going to find something to be angry about in everything that you see, right? So anger is one of the hardest things on your body, and it definitely turns into disease if you continue to stay angry. So if you're younger and listening to this, remember this. If you are angry right now at everything, you want to have a look at that and start healing it and looking at why are you angry and understanding and forgiving those people in those situations. You're going to be okay if you forgive and let go. People want to hold on to it because they're in the fight or flight. They think they need to because they're protecting themselves. And holding on to it's only going to harm you. And the longer and the older you get with holding on to anger, you're going to see it in your health, if you don't already. Things are speeding up for us, so a lot of people are seeing it sooner. So I want you to take a look at how you feel in your body. And why are you feeling that way in your body? Like yesterday, I was feeling really low and I didn't even know why. But then I remembered. I was trying to do a podcast and I was all excited. I was going to do a video podcast. And so I actually, put my makeup on and stuff because I don't do that every day. Excuse me. And I was ready to go. I ready to do this podcast, which would be a video and a podcast. So I could put it out on both platforms. And on YouTube, I could do it with, picture or the video of me also with the podcast. So I was all ready and excited. I'm trying something new, and that always throws me off. Well, I got in there and I couldn't do it. I tried several times. I even recorded it, but in the end, it was funny. I recorded it and the microphone was unplugged. So the sounds didn't sound good at all because it was only the laptop sound that was using, not the microphone. And I recorded a whole thing like that after trying several times before to get it to sound good. Because this microphone that I'm using right now, I use it on my desktop. And so in order to do the video, I need to do it on the laptop because it's in another room. Anyway, so I have all these things. I'm trying to change it up because I'm excited. I'm going to do the podcast and I'm going to have it as a video and a podcast. Worked really hard, different microphones to try to get it to work. Finally just decided I'm going to do it this way, test it out. And the microphone got unplugged somehow. I don't even know how it got unplugged. I was so frustrated and mad. And because part of it, I was like, okay, when I'm doing something new, it takes a little bit of time. And I'm used to sitting down and like putting these podcasts out, pretty quickly. I have it all set up, but I'm trying to change it so I can do it differently because I like having the video with it, right? Because I do videos anyways. So why not just do both? And now I can have more content on YouTube and more content in the podcasts. Well, I was stressing out before. Like I said, I sat down, finally recorded it, and it was unplugged. I literally just screamed. I was so frustrated and angry, actually. Angry. And part of it, I'm angry at myself because I hold too much on wanting it to be perfect. And you have to let that go. Especially doing stuff like that, like this. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm putting this information out for you. It's okay if it's not perfect. And so I was mad at that I wanted it perfect. And then the whole thing just fell apart because I recorded it without the microphone. And, when you're on a roll and you're speaking really well and the information's just flowing through, that's where I was. But then it didn't record. So I got really mad. I got really mad where I screamed. Nobody was in the house. I literally just did a whole loudest I could scream to release part of the anger out. So screaming can be good because it'll release some of your anger, frustration, stress out. So remember that. I just screamed. And then I was just so upset because I'm like, I want to be better at doing this, recording these videos and podcasts. I want it to be easier for me. And I want it to come more naturally. And it doesn't really, but that's okay. So I was just frustrated for so I shut everything down and I left. And I really needed to get it done, yesterday. But I just couldn't do it. So I just shut everything down. I left the house and went to eat. And so getting out of the house, I just went out to eat somewhere so I could just kind of take a breather. And anyway, I ate something I thought was pretty decent, but I did not feel good the rest of the day. And I hadn't gotten that angry in a long, long time. And it really affected me physically. It kind of knocked me out the rest of the day. And the more you practice and work on letting go of the anger and healing it and understanding where it's coming from, the quicker you're going to feel it and the more it might affect you because you're in that place, you're in that higher vibration where you've worked at it. So the good news is it's going to show you quicker. The good news is you're going to understand it quicker so you can catch yourself and stop it. The bad news might be it does affect you and you might feel sick. But again, the good news is you'll overcome it quicker or more quickly. And for the most part, you won't be getting as angry, right? Because I don't want to feel like that. when you're in a constant state of anger, you don't realize how much it's affecting you. But when you learn, you pull yourself out of it like I have, and then you go into it for a minute, it affects you. And you'll remember, I don't want to. So remember, when you're in the anger all the time, you really don't realize how it is affecting you. So practice being out of the anger, and then you'll see. The more you pull yourself out of anger, the more you're going to see how it is affecting you. And the more you're going to catch yourself, and the more you're going to stop yourself from being in the anger. All right? So if you have any questions on that topic, let me know. All the links are in the description below. Also in the description below, I have a free healing meditation that people have loved, and it's helped them so much. So you just sign up below. It'll say free healing meditation, and you click the link and it'll take you to sign up for it. And then also all the links to contact me are in the description below, and I would love to hear from you. So every day, go do something you love. Do something that lifts you up, brings you joy. Whether it's run, dance, sing, run around the yard. Just do something that you love, lifts you up. Every day, do at least one thing. And then every day, do at least one thing of self-care. Whether it's drink tea, Epsom salt bath, pray, meditate. Do at least one thing every day that you enjoy doing for self-care. And then look for the good in everything. And look for the good in everyone. And when you see something in someone that stands out to you, say it to them. And finally, write 10 things you're grateful for. Do these things, and I promise you, you're going to see a difference in your life. So that's what I have for today. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Bye.